What's up, guys? My name is Mike Fallat. I own DreamStarters Publishing, and I'm also a partner in a company called Book Pro, which helps you use your book as a lead generator. And this video is all about how does Amazon book publishing work? Great question, guys. Great question. I'm glad you typed it in because I'm going to give you the answer right here, right now. Okay? So we've done a couple hundred books, 230 as of 2021, 230 best-selling books on Amazon. So how does it really work? Now, hopefully you have a book, or maybe you're working on a book. So how does it all flow? It's pretty simple. Jeff Bezos and Amazon have changed the game so much that self-publishing is the way to go. Unless you have millions and millions of followers and Kim Kardashian's calling you and all that. If you are an entrepreneur looking to grow your business, elevate your name, get on podcasts, you've come to the right spot, and that right spot is Amazon for self-publishing, because you are going to be published in a day, 48 hours. Right now. We could upload you right now to Amazon, and you have a book on Amazon by the end of tomorrow. Pretty cool, right? Well, what I want to tell you here is that it's a seamless process. The way it flows, the way it works, is that you upload your book in a format of an ebook or a paperback. And Amazon itself is going to keep money. It's a print-on-demand company. You will not find a better deal. There is no other cheaper way. This is the way you want to go about it. It is by far the best setup at the lowest cost. 75% of all books are bought on Amazon. So that means the market share elsewhere, only 25%. It is very smart to upload it to Amazon. When you format your book in a certain format, whether it's a .mobi for ebook or a PDF for your paperback, you go to your portal, and I'll have the link down below, but it's the kdp.amazon.com, depending on where you're at. There will be a /en_US or a potentially different country. And when you log in, you create an account, and we'll have some steps down there below and in the description. What you're going to need is obviously a way for people to, for Amazon to pay you. And so you're going to have to put in your banking information. You're going to have to put in some, regarding if it's a company, you have to put in some address about you and a little bit of contact information. And once you have this ability for them to pay you and for them to tell the government that they paid you, so this is the key here, you now can upload a book. You can't upload it before that. So they're pretty smart. They know that you're not going to do it if you don't do it in the beginning. So in order to upload a book, you just need to upload that information, and then all of a sudden you have access to Amazon store. Now, I don't think you have grasped the power of this, which means you can create something, okay? I don't know how much it would cost you, depending on if you did the cover design, the writing, the editing. But anyway, you can have it produced technically for no money out of pocket. Do you realize how cool that is? Because Amazon will manufacture it, and then they will sell it to the consumers. Now, the way it's done with the ebook is pretty simple. It's a digital format, and people would download it, and if they have a Kindle or if they have a way to read it, then they're able to read it. If they don't, then they don't. But they can buy it, and it's going to be available on Amazon. Amazon, you cannot buy a Kindle book through the app at this moment. It's kind of weird how they have that set up, but you can. The way it's set up is they're going to split the royalties with you. Now, the royalty split, there's a couple different numbers, and it depends on where you're at and what the cost of the book is. But let's just say, for simple math, it's going to be a 50-50 split. Depending on the setup, it's probably going to be like 60-40. But I want you to just break this down and say a 50-50. Okay, so if I sell a book for $10, I'm going to keep $5, and Amazon's going to keep $5. Well, technically, if that's the Kindle, you're probably pretty close to being accurate. But if it's the paperback, they're going to keep print costs. So they're going to keep the first $4 or $5, depending on the size of the book, depending on the type of paper you choose for the inside, depending on the type of paper you put on the outside. the type of cover. All of this is there's a lot of variables here, but when you upload, you have all these choices. So just give you a quick little math here. If you have a book that's 120 pages with a black and white interior and a regular gloss cover, it's going to be right around $4 to print each time. So they're going to keep the first $4 to $5 for printing, and then they're going to split the profit of that $10, which would be the $5, 50-50 with you. So you're going to keep $2.50, $2.80, maybe up to $3, and then you're going to be taxed on that. You're able to make adjustments at any time. There are some things that are very difficult to make adjustments with, and that comes down to title of the book, author, name. These are things that once you upload, it's going to be pretty difficult to make adjustments. So how does Amazon Book Publishing work? Number one, they make it very easy. You can upload it through KDP. Number three, you could do Kindle and paperback. They will not do hardcover. But once you have a paperback, now you can go through the sister company, acx.com, and read your book or have someone else read it and upload it for free to the Audible of Amazon. And then they can download it. The price of the Audible is based off the price of the paperback. I guess there's an algorithm in place there that kind of says how many paperbacks are being sold. And Audible, okay, the price is there. And they set the price for Audible. But it's easy. It's self-publishing 101. You can upload a book right now about socks, and you're able to get attention in a different country overnight for no money. The other part of it is there are different things that you can use Amazon for, whether it's Kindle Unlimited, you could get different ISBN numbers. If you select one of the Kindle Unlimiteds, or there are different packages that Amazon has inside, then you start to give up a little bit of control. There are actually things that you sign that say you can't give it away. You actually have to sell it through Amazon. You can't go to a Barnes & Noble. So I'd be very weary about those other preferred packages, if you will. Might help you get sales on Amazon because they're going to make that a more valuable commodity and showcase it to their consumers. But I'm a big believer in control. So you could make a mistake and give up control of your book and only have it on Amazon. Now the key is to use your book as an asset, as a weapon, as a communication tool, as a way to build relationships. So I recommend once you become an Amazon book seller, you can now take it off of Amazon and have it other different places, one of which would be a lead generator through a software called Book Lead Pro. And then all of a sudden, you can start to generate leads with your book and you get the data. Amazon, more than anything else, is a data company. And I think you might know this by now. But they're going to be able to get the phone number, the address, the email, and everything of their consumers, which means they're going to be able to retarget those consumers over and over and over and over, depending on what they buy. Now, we call that tagging it in our industry. You could tag it with different products. You bought this type of book, a motivation book. You might like this other motivational book. Oh, you bought it from this category. You might like this book from this category. Many different things that they put into play. You could do the exact same thing on Book Lead Pro at a much smaller scale, of course, but you're able to do the exact same thing because the information is what is valuable. Amazon is a data company, a data mining company. They're very smart. It's a great company. There is no doubt about it. But they're getting data and they're finding out more and more about their consumers so they can hit them up with more stuff. So when you sell your book, whether it's a paperback or an ebook, you upload it through Kindle. The consumers are able to buy it. Costs no money out of pocket for you. It's going to be a print on demand. It's a beautiful setup. That's an amazing setup. You are going to have a hard time finding that as easy as it is on Amazon. And they have made it very seamless and streamlined. So you will really appreciate this. There are different restrictions when it comes to cover files and formats, and there's a little bit of back and forth, and there's a learning curve, of course, because, if you've never uploaded a book, there's some things you got to look out for. But once you do, it's up for Amazon's total existence. I don't see them taking books off. Over 700,000 books are uploaded every year. And so there are millions and millions of books for sale on there. Amazon will be the printer of the company. Okay, they'll be the printer of the book. They're the printing company for your book. Think about how amazing that is. Everybody's always worried about the printer for their book. Amazon is the print-on-demand fulfiller of your book. They print it, they ship it, the money comes in, every 30 days, they're going to find out how much money's in this account, and then they're going to disperse it to your bank account. So it's every 30 days. I hope you were able to look into the details there, because it's not right away. It's every 30 days, and you have to have X amount of dollars in it. It's over 20, maybe 30 bucks now. Probably will go up over time. But they make it very easy for you to get paid on your book. Just watch out for what you sign and different packages, because you could give up rights and give up control. Kindle Unlimited, sometimes you can catch yourself giving up your book. You can't sell it anywhere else. It's in the terms and conditions. But Amazon KDP has changed the game. It's very easy to set up, completely free, and you'll be able to publish your book as soon as possible and have the world find it. And therefore, you don't even have to do the fulfillment. You don't have to have an office. You don't have to buy thousands of copies. A lot of companies out there will make sure that you buy 2,500 copies, and then they're stuck in the garage. Amazon's really smart with print on demand, and that's very significant, because when you do upload it, it'll make life a lot easier. It's very scalable. And you can do paperback, Kindle, hardcover, Audible. Hardcover is you're able to connect to a third-party printer, and we can do that for you. Audible, you can read it or have someone else read it, but it's all in one. Then you're able to look into your report section and find out how many sales we're going through, how much money, what days, what weeks, what months are doing better than others, and you can, adjust your plan accordingly. So Amazon is the best self-publishing tool on the planet Earth right here, right now. And if used properly, it can get you to the next stage, which would be Amazon bestseller. Now, this is the final piece of this video, and becoming an Amazon bestseller is actually a lot easier than you think. And here's what it is. It's all based off of leverage, positioning, and timing. If you can leverage your network and you can position the book in a certain category on a certain day, then you can leverage your network, position it, and then time it correctly so your audience, your market share, your network buy the book in a consolidated effort. You can beat certain bestsellers. The number is based off of depends on the day-to-day sales count. This is the free market you're going up against. But what Amazon has figured out is that if you're an Amazon bestseller, you're going to promote it a lot easier. And if you make it easy for other people to know that you're an Amazon bestseller, Amazon's going to get more sales. They have this game in place so you can take advantage of it to promote that you're an Amazon bestseller, so more sales start coming in, and you are now recommending Amazon to your network. It's a very smart system. But you can become an Amazon bestseller, and we've done that for over 230 entrepreneurs here at DreamStarters Publishing, and it's much easier than you think. Leverage, positioning, and timing. Amazon is basically 3 different fishing ponds. Easy fishing pond, a middle-sized fishing pond, and a very big fishing pond. Your goal is to start in a very easy-to-win fishing pond, move it to the middle ground, middle-sized fishing pond, and then eventually get to the much bigger fishing pond where there's a lot of consumers and a lot of competition. You don't start there. You work your way up. But Amazon is a chess game. There's a strategy. It is definitely a game when it comes to getting exposure. So if you use it properly, you're going to win this. Leverage, positioning, and timing. If you have a big email list, if you have a big network, you're going to be able to do very well, very easily. But you need to have the strategy in place. So now you're an Amazon bestseller, and it can change your life overnight. Amazon gives you this. So how is Amazon book publishing set up? It's to make it easy on the little guy to win. You can win this game. They have it set up so you can outmarket and out-chess move your competition. And if you're not an Amazon bestseller, then you don't know the game. But the people who are, they could get speaking gigs. They can get podcast interviews. They can get attention. It is such a tool in your belt that if you use it properly, you can win this game. So Amazon book publishing, we thank you. All of us authors, entrepreneurs, people who don't want to go through a gatekeeper, if you will, to say, well, your book isn't good enough, it's not good enough. We can upload any book and we can market it and we can grow our businesses. So if you use it properly, guys, your life's going to change. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. My name is Mike Fallat, and I'm here to help you get your book done.